Hi, my name is Kevin Hoover. We build ventilation controllers, and my story of how I got started is here in my dad's milking parlor. We built it around 15 years ago, and at that time I was helping him full time. I had a big interest in electronics. The neighbor put a whole pile out in the junk. He had some electronic education business, and I didn't know much about it other than I had an interest, and I brought a whole pile of stuff home. And that was the beginning, and I was looking for a ventilation controller for here on the farm, but there was nothing. There was hog and poultry controls, but there was nothing really that applied to the wind and the rain the way a dairy farm should have it. So I got started. I built the first one. It didn't even have a screen or anything, and I put it on the calf barn controller, or calf barn curtain, and it actually ended up working pretty well. It was kind of funny at the time. I was afraid my dad was going to laugh at me, so I didn't even tell him until I basically had it in and working. But anyway, moving on, 15 years later, we build ventilation controllers full time, lots of variable speed controls, and we really, it's a lot. I really enjoy the weather aspect of it, knowing which way the wind and the rain is coming from, and just shutting the appropriate curtain, because you don't want the whole barn to close down the moment it rains a little bit. Over here, it's a freestyle barn, 170 cows, and it's one of the first barns I did, and it's still operating to this day. We've updated the controls every time we come out with something new. We got to put the new thing in it and see how it works, because without the farm here, I'd have a really hard time telling how things work. Being actively involved in a farm, growing up in it, and having places to experiment with new things actually makes you seem a lot smarter than you actually are. So now I'm walking into the shop. I mean, this is nothing real fancy. It's actually not fancy. It ain't much at all. But we build over 20,000 units in here already. This is right here at the table. Here is how we actually assemble. We start down at the far end and work our way up, and this is our testing thing up here. So I've got around half a dozen guys that help me, and the journey's been a lot of fun, and I hope everybody has a chance to do their dream in their life.